Auf zum großen Bazar und willkommen zurück. Neue Folge Genshin Impact. Ja, in der letzten Folge, ja, wie es gelaufen ist. Naja, die Vergangenheit, Tiere und dies und das, bla bla bla. Und Tatasuna. Ich habe die ganze Zeit über das Gefühl, dass etwas nicht stimmt. Als hätte ich noch etwas Wichtiges vergessen. Ne Palmen, ne Palmen ist es wieder. Entschuldige, ich denke über etwas nach. Kauf dir doch selber Essen. Von meinem Essen, so wirst du nicht. Was ist das? Plötzlich verschwanden diese wichtigen Hinweise in meinen Kopf. Über Selbstauslöschung. Hörerinnen hoch der Vater, verbotenes Wissen, Nahida. Warte, ich erinnere mich, dass sie, die Hörerin Herrin Hocherte Vater sagte, dass niemand seine eigene Existenz löschen könnte. Deshalb hat die Hörerin Hocherte Vater ihr eigenes Samsara erschaffen. Die niedere Herrin Kusunani hat sich selbst aus Emotionen auslöschen kann. Das alles kann nicht sinnlos sein. Nein, Paimon, Paimon kann es nicht sagen. Paimon weiß ja auch nichts von der Herren Rokata Vater. Aber es ist sehr wichtig. Skarmold kann sich unmöglich allein vollständig gelöscht haben. Aber wenn es nicht vollständig war, was bedeutet das?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
What? Was? What?
Hey, wait!
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last two fresh Sunsetias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
Scaramouche. Aber von den Personen ist es anders. Der hat den Gestalt geändert.
He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsetias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But you don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am.
Der
We can talk more
Wanderer.
about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetias, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
Wir fangen ihn.
Stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Und es ist gleich Ninja-Modus, vielleicht? Ich muss erstmal hier ohne WLAN. So was sagt Karte. Teleportiere ich hier hin. Ist mir egal. An dieser Punkt will ich hier. So.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his sunsettias? Isn't that a bit too cruel?
Sei leise!
Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
Wenn ich es nicht in meinen eigenen Augen gesehen hätte, würde ich es nicht glauben.
You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
Die haben uns bemerkt.
He spotted us.
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
Ich bin dir gefolgt.
Have we met before?
Vielleicht ja,
No,
vielleicht
we
nein.
haven't met. But you know me?
Was? Ja,
I have no recollection.
das ist sehr kompliziert, aber ich kenne dich jedenfalls.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
Ich kann es beweisen. Du bist eine Puppe, nicht wahr?
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right. The look on his face.
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people.
Verdammter Akku.
Look,
Mist.
I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
Ich möchte dich an einen bestimmten Ort bringen.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Ja, erst die Items zurückbringen und dann was Wichtiges.
He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Gut.
Then let's return to the city.
So, Obst und Obst. Obst. Geht es schnell eine schnelle Abkürzung? Das ist jetzt die Frage. Eine schnelle Abkürzung wäre gut, wäre ja was. Ja, eine Abkürzung.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you and me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't... No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
Okay. Ja. Dann schauen wir mal. Oh Gott. Jetzt wird's wahrscheinlich bald das Licht zu erblühen. Ja. Die. So.
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk. You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation. Oh, like a past life or something? Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation? Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
Ich überlege nur, wie ich anfangen soll.
If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, You did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
Wir waren immer Gegner.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything!
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish. Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Sicher.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Okay. Teleportation ist aktiviert. Treibende Erinnerung. Oha. Das wird lustig. Aber noch brutal. Gegnern 92. Items mittelmäßig. Es geht los. Auch wenn man einen Probecharakter gibt. Hoffentlich dieser. Nein.
This looks like Inazuma. Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Okay.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
Man könnte sagen, Michi sind unsere anfangende Betreuungsaufgabe ab.
Alright. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here. Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace? You could say that, in a sense.
I hear footsteps. This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground. Who are you? You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna. And the rest is history. Well, it used to be. In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident. Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
Gut,
He looks like a
schauen wir
warrior,
erstmal in der Gegend
but
herum.
he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life? Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Gather!
So nicht. So, Schutz. Habe ich alles? Nein, ein Item. Schauen wir erstmal noch. Ja, das war's. Huch.
What are we doing back here?
Stimmen.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the Balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him, After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together. What happened to the child then? He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
Okay, da war Shogun und dann noch, keine Ahnung, wer da noch war. Ah! Nur kurz erkunden. Okay, keine Kiste. Weiter. Okay. Nächster Traum. Schauen wir, was wir noch in der Gegend.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you
So.
are truly is a weapon, one that could be wielded with an iron will.
So.
Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to...
Ach, der auch noch.
Fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the
So.
banquet and join those who shall feast?
Aha. Kiste. Hauptsache es ist eh nur. Oh, hier sind diese Kristallmarks. Oh, ich möchte die haben. Oh nö. Wir kriegen nur diese Items. Tse. Oh. Leute. Ich erinnere mich. Hier war doch dieser Battle, wo dieses Gas ja, ob es wütend macht.
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. It's the delusion factory in Inazuma.
Genau
In the
das.
original version of events, the traveler once encountered the balladeer here. Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
Ich kann mich an diesen Ort erinnern. Er ist unangenehm.
Hey, look over there.
Well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow.
Es ist
You
nur ein
shouldn't
Traum.
have.
Es ist nur ein Traum.
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never failed to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results and your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Can't run from death.
So. Nächster Raum. Okay. Jetzt hat er was.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Das ist doch das Jugendwerkstatt.
I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they'd think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
Der Doktor hat alles verursacht.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon. Let's move on.
Eieieiei. Ich weiß nicht, ob es noch weitergehen würde. Aber ich könnte vielleicht in der nächsten Folge hingehen. Ja, so würde ich das machen. In der nächsten Folge wird es wahrscheinlich was hier das Licht erblicken würde. Aber Wie es weitergehen würde, das erfahrt ihr in der nächsten Folge. Also, ihr seid dabei. Bis zum nächsten Mal und tschüss!